you know.
So the first time I ever met you, I don't know if you know when the first time we ever met. Do you remember where the first time we ever met?
Oh, I think the first time we ever met, I don't know if when I came to Fury Place of Business. I think I might have met you before then, but I think that's the no, because I met you before I got there because we were speaking to each other. I don't know.
I believe it's well, we did a show.
Yeah.
We did a show at Sets, and you performed.
Right.
And you was wooing everybody, including my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were wooing all the ladies. They was all out there. Oh yeah, he going on. You know what I mean? And then we didn't really get a chance to really talk that much.
Yeah, but I felt your vibes.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I felt your vibes
and
too.
And you were so positive and supportive, you know, and that's what I never forgot about you. You was like, you was there with. It seemed as though you became a person. Whatever I asked for or needed, you was willing to be there to support me. And the things that I think you asked me a couple of times. You need anything, and that's why I left the CDs there. Because the atmosphere was so sweet and so supportive. I said, man, I'm going to donate these. I'm not going to sell these to, because I just felt so good.
That was the first time I was like, wow, he's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, he's super dope. And
yeah.
Your voice is so smooth, like it's just so, it's like butter, caramel, you know what I mean? Like in your tone. And so I guess, did you always know how to sing? Or did you realize
when I grew up, we used to be on the corner to doo-wop stuff. But my brother had a group, but they never let me sing. But like I told you, when I went to prison, the guy was he had a bachelor degree in music, and he was my cell buddy. So he showed me how to go through the scales and, things like that and get my voice. And then I started singing, but I didn't really create my own style until I came home. And I realized what the competition was like. And so I had to tighten up. I said, I need to get a different sound. I don't want to sound like no one else. But people will say, you sound like so-and-so. And when they say that, it's a compliment, but I say, I don't want to sound like, as a musician or a singer, you take a little bit from all the artists that you like. You take a little bit and then you mix it up and you create you. And that's what I've been trying to do, is create my own sound and my own style. So they'll say, oh, that's Michael Austin. That's what I wanted people to feel.
Who were the comparisons that you used to get earlier on in your career that people would say, hey, you sound like such and such? I used to get that about Freeway, the rapper. You sound like Freeway. Then Beanie Siegel. You sound like Beanie Siegel.
You know what I'm talking about there.
Yeah, I do.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I grew up listening to those guys, and they're from Philly.
Right.
So it would make sense why people would compare me to them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, Joe Williams, Frank Sinatra, Will Downing, all the great baritone singers, and the Temptations, the Motown sound, so I think it was just a combination of all the artists, male artists and female artists, like Ella Fitzgerald, Sarah Vaughan. Those, like Sarah Vaughan, when she sing, is give me a feeling like, I don't know, she just sings, and when she sings, it's to go straight to my heart. And that's how I wanted to impact people. So I used to listen to the way she sang, how she hold the notes, and how she expressed herself. So when I sing, I want you to hear every word that I'm saying. I want to be distinct on every word that I do, so it can flow and you can feel that. And so basically, all the great artists that was out there, Teddy Pendergast, and all those type of people.
I can see that.
Yeah. So, and especially Will Downing. And so I use all the combination of all those people to create who I am today. Yeah.
Ooh, I got another question. I just wanted maybe some of your viewpoints on. I feel like this systemic racism that we as a people have faced has now led to a full genocide with our youth, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we can always trace all this shit back to, how we got here, vice versa. However, I do think at some point we as a people should probably try to hold ourselves accountable as well at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe in the 80s, maybe in the 60s, maybe. But now I feel like we're so far deep into this shit that we have to probably hold ourselves accountable and do something as far as how the youth with the gang culture and, you know, how everything is going. How do you think, what do you think is the best option, or even just an option, to reach the youth and possibly get them to understand that it's literally like they're looking in a mirror and killing themselves? That's literally, I mean, I've seen people kill people who look exactly like them, and it's like, damn, y'all look like y'all could be brothers. You know what I mean? Like, and these are 14-year-old kids, 15-year-old kids, 13-year-old kids. And I'm just looking to speak to as many elder statesmen, black men, that I can, to figure out, what do you think is the best way to try and reach them?
I think you have to put yourself in their place. I think you have to talk to them in a way that they will hear you. But in order to do that, for them to hear you, you have to really become them. And you have to look at yourself and remember when you was like, I think I was about 10 years old. And in Baltimore, it's a movie called The Hippodrome in downtown. And I remember shining shoes, selling newspapers, and taking groceries home just to buy an outfit to go to the movie, because downtown was considered, you know, just for the whites. And so I went and I saved up like $10. And then what was happening is the Three Stooges that came to town, and I wanted to go see the Three Stooges. And I go downtown and I put my money up on the counter, and the woman was very nice. She said, "Baby, I can't let you in here because Negroes can't come in this movie." And so when I went back home, and my mother knew this, but she said, "I wanted you to experience that for yourself so you can see who you are." And from that experience, it's like I began to look at all the different things that I didn't have and all the different places I couldn't go.